Welcome back, guys, to another video of Guild Wars 1 in 2024. Here we are again playing Fort Aspenwood, and right now we're under the flux of the meek shall inherit. So we're not going to be running an elite here, but I am playing as a Minion master, so a necromancer slash assassin. So I'm utilizing Enduring Toxin and then Iron Palm and Entangling Asp as my secondary skills. And then I'm just making lots of minions. And honestly, it's pretty effective here in Fort Aspenwood, especially when you're playing on the Luxon side, because you kill a lot of these gatekeepers or a lot of these gate guards, and then you can just make them into corpses. Oftentimes the Kurzicks will revive the gates, and then you'll kill them again, and then summon more minions. So it's a pretty effective strategy. At some points during this game, I am controlling 11 minions. So that's a lot of additional, players on the map, so to speak. And it definitely does a lot of good damage, but also it's very distracting for the enemy team. So overall, this build works really well with this flux, and in general, Minion Master works pretty well in Fort Aspenwood. Putrid Bile is also a very nice addition to this skill bar, because when the enemy dies and if they're hexed with it, then nearby foes will take pretty good AoE damage. So it's very good for taking down the gates. Of course, I have Signet of Lost Souls on my skill bar as well, so this is a good way for me to get health and also get energy. So there's lots of different builds you could run using this essentially Minion Master build with no elite. This one works pretty well. Here I'm really just using Iron Palm more defensively, only if the enemies come up to attack me. Because in general I'm staying just outside of the battle. That way I can let my minions do the work, let my teammates do the work. So that's kind of key, is not running too close in on the action. Or if you are getting spiked by melee, then using that Iron Palm and then Entangling the Asps, so 2 knockdowns. And your ability to run away while your, Bone Fiends also attack them. But I also tried this build just using all Necromancer skills, and I put some into curses, and I believe I brought a weakness skill, as well as barbs. So you can cast barbs on a foe, and then whenever your minions hit them, they'll take additional damage. So it's very good for taking down GUNTHER or strong targets. It's very powerful if you can actually get that off and have your minions attack them. But here you can see them doing good damage, right, on all the different NPCs. And that's the goal, is get in there and clear them, make more minions, and then we'll have a lot. I mean, already we have 11. I do prefer the Bone Fiends. I think they're a little bit stronger. But it is nice to summon some of the Bone Horrors as well, because they do get right up in the enemy's face, and they're a little bit less energy to cast. And since there are a lot of corpses, it's nice to have a secondary minion summoning skill. Another way to boost this build would also be to bring Augury of Death. So that's a Hex, an Assassin Hex, Deadly Arts. And if they're under 50% health, they take a deep wound and you shadow step to them. You can see they're everywhere, all over this map, attacking NPCs, attacking players. It's very powerful, I think. And even with their team having healers, we're still able to take down these targets. Now, once my minions actually come inside, then they're going to lay down some serious damage, and it's going to be game over. So generally some pretty good healing by the Kurzicks side here. But we do manage to take GUNTHER down. So good game, thanks for watching, and cheers.